Working with the young folks in Baltimore who are always doing service and around green environmental things, it was natural that the interest in tiny houses came up. We were able to go out to some folks that were using tiny houses for that means and really got excited by the idea of being able to construct completely a house within one of our training centers. And then beyond that, the idea, a lot of our trainees, they want jobs that move around. Jobs within the green economy don't always stay in one place. You have to go to different houses, different projects, different sites. We're doing solar now. And the housing situations are difficult for some of those folks. So that's when it really got exciting, when we realized we could produce these houses not just for the green aspect of it, but for them to be able to use in this growing job economy.
By virtue of it being small, it's inherently sustainable, so it uses a lot less energy. The idea that you live with less, you only live with what you need, having fewer possessions, buying fewer things, reusing as much as you can, that kind of pared down lifestyle is inherently sustainable.
The most challenging thing is you're trying to fit 10 pounds of stuff into a 5-pound box, basically. We added some systems to the electric and the solar system. The most interesting feature is that this tiny house can be on or off grid. It can be used in a city. It can be used in the country if you're living on top of a mountain somewhere. This house, I think, is one of the, if not the first, that incorporates both aspects of being on or off grid.
I think that the tiny house is going to be beneficial to people all over Baltimore City, but particularly for the students that we're able to educate. I think it's great to get them at that young age where they're beginning to think about, you know, their future and their homes and how they're going to live sustainably for themselves. And so we're able to start very young and teach them, and they're completely amazed by it. And, you know, why not start younger? So when they're in college, when they're moving on to future careers, they already have the idea in their head of what sustainable living is, and they're able to adapt and take those techniques with them into the future.
We had about 20 AmeriCorps that worked on the project. They built the walls, they did all the painting, had to be responsible for the tasks they were assigned, whether it be in the framing stage or finishing stage, and they had to perform their tasks to the top of their skill level.
The surprising to me was I didn't know it was going to turn out like this, and it's amazing that we finished. It's nice. It's something we never did before as a team.
I liked everything that we did, like overall everything. Like, it's not a moment I didn't like about it.
The youth of Baltimore, which is really the strength of Civic Works, that's what we're based off of, is 300 folks coming to give service, give back to their community with us every year, and they bring new, fresh ideas. So we're ready to put some of that energy and effort into this tiny house work and have tiny house villages throughout the Baltimore community.